Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 178 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. Doing one thing every day to get what we want, to achieve our goals and objectives in each of the different areas and aspects of our life. I'm using a 9-part framework that I've used. I've used a 7-part framework since the 1980s. I know I hate to admit it, but it's been a long, long time. I don't hate to admit it. It's been a great tool for me to structure my life, set my goals and objectives, achieve my goals and objectives, and make some semblance of order out of what is normally the chaos that is my life and probably many of yours as well. But in 2021, following the pandemic, I added 2 more areas. I was doing and getting some coaching in the areas of communication and confidence. And so as I was studying those, I added those to my goals, and then I added them to my life framework. So I've got physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, which we're focusing on this month, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. So those are the areas and aspects of our lives that I talk about and I discuss. And they're the way I frame everything and structure my life in order to make some sense of it. Because guess what? Crazy stuff happens every day, at least in my life. So today, we're talking about step 4 in our goal process. We identified a goal process at the beginning of this year, and we came up with a 7-step process that we're using. We're going through it at the end of each month for each of these different areas and aspects of our life, day by day by day, each step. So we make sure that we own the process so that we have got everything we need in order to make the process work for us. So we actually practice it enough that we install it in our subconscious, and it just becomes second nature for us, which anytime we automate something in a positive way, it makes achieving what we want much, much easier. That's why positive habits are so powerful. That's why single daily action is so powerful. So step 4 of the process is to develop a strategy, an overarching strategy, and plans to support that strategy. Now tomorrow we're going to talk about the milestones of the plans and the strategies. The strategy is our overarching, how are we going to get the thing that we want? So for example, mine is to add an income stream to create another income stream into my life to achieve the goal that I set for myself. That's my overarching strategy. Well, how am I going to go about doing that? Number 1, I have to decide what kind of an income stream I'm going to add. Then I have to research and add that income stream, implement it, all of the steps that I need to do to make that happen. And tomorrow we'll talk about the key performance indicators, the measurements, how we measure, how do we know if we're actually, and the milestones, how do we know if we're hitting our milestones. But today, all we're doing is we're coming up with our overarching strategy and then a few key specific plans or ways of achieving that strategy or implementing that strategy. Any questions about this? Hit me up. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. We're going to keep it super short and sweet today. What are we doing? We are thinking about our most important financial goal for this year, by the end of the year. And we're saying, okay, what is my strategy for getting that? And depending on what your goal is, it's going to be different for you. There's only a few ways to go about it. People think there's like infinite possible strategies. There's infinite possible ways of implementing those strategies, and each and every one of us will do it in our own special way. But there's really only maybe a handful or a dozen actual strategies to get anything we want. Remember we talked about the 5 steps to get anything you want? That process applies to absolutely everything, including all of our goals and objectives. So what's your strategy? And then some plans to support that strategy. Think about that. Write them down in your little notebook today, and I will be with you tomorrow. Again, questions, ask. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. There's a write-up in Guide 17, of course, as always, on the Get Up and Go challenge page. If you don't know where that is, hit me up and I will send you the link. All right, that's it. Have a great day, and I'll of course be with you tomorrow.